What's going on, guys? This is Blockbird Cryptocurrency coming at you with another video. And today's video is going to be a PSA about responsibility as an investor in Vertcoin and how we can help perpetuate decentralization and help the network stay secured. So before we get into that, let's take a brief look at the market. Market cap is at $328 billion. Bitcoin is currently up within the last 24 hours about 1%, Ethereum 1.2%, and Litecoin up about 3/4 of a percentage point. Now, I did tell you guys that Bitcoin we would be seeing a little bit of a pullback, just simply because I think we were getting into overbought territory, and we have. This is actually a healthy pullback. So it could bounce, but I don't expect any major moves soon. But that's the situation with Bitcoin right now. On the daily chart, it has an RSI level of about 56. And finally, before we get on to the topic of today, I want to go over my last video about that trade. I hope you guys did make that move that I suggested, or that I was doing for myself. As you can see, while the price of Binance coin or Binance token is down 4 percentage points, and it's gone from $13 and some change to $12.62, so too has IOTA gone down as well. It is now only up 6%. And when I posted the video, it was up 22% against the Binance coin. And so while the price has gone down for Binance, but if you would have made that trade earlier, you would have been able to still accumulate more than what you would have now, because currently IOTA is up 11% against the Binance coin versus 22% earlier. So if you did make that trade and you saw the price of Binance go down, don't fear. You still actually got the most amount you could have gotten for the amount of IOTA you had. Does that make sense? I hope so, because like I said, both of them went down, and the purchasing power of IOTA did decrease within the last couple of hours, like I anticipated. Okay, so that is that. All right, so let's talk about today's topic, which I think is actually immensely important, and it's something that I am going to try to get the word out about, and let's go ahead and go through it. So this was just posted 2 hours ago on Reddit, and the subject is, thank you for running your own full Vertcoin node and supporting VTC network. We currently have 900 full nodes running. Okay, so let's go through. So here's the official scanner, and we'll get to that after we read through this. So here we go. Since every full VTC node can only serve so many clients, it's important to do your part for the Vertcoin network and run your own full node. Question: what is a full node? Full nodes maintain a copy of the blockchain ledger, distribute to those downloading it, confirm transactions, and further spread out all of the previous functions to make the network more resilient. Question: do I need to be a miner? No, you don't need to be a miner. Miners create new blocks. Full nodes simply share existing blocks, that is, the entire VTC blockchain, with the rest of VTC wallet users. Question: how do I run a full VTC node? And the answer is, it's actually quite easy to do. If you run Vertcoin QT, Vertcoin Core Wallet, on your PC/Mac desktop, keep it active in the systre. Then make sure that you map the public port 5889 of your router to the port 5889 on the machine running Vertcoin Q2 or Vertcoin. For people running a public P2 pool node, this should be a no-brainer. You already have a synchronized Vertcoin. So if you haven't opened port 5889, do it now. It's all you have to do. Your node is then public and can serve blocks and relay transactions. This makes our network much stronger and will help it perform better. Any old or low power computer is good enough to run a full node. If you have a Raspberry Pi or any old PC lying around, install Vertcoin and run it in the background. And question: how do I know if my full node is working correctly? To be a full node, you have to check to make sure you are accepting incoming transactions. To do that, go under Help Debug window in the first tab, Information. There's a network number of connections, which will show both incoming and outgoing connections. If the N is 0, then you are not a full node. If the N is greater than 0, you are acting as a full node and and supporting VT blockchain. Thank you. Okay, so a lot of us, we talk about decentralization, and one of the main selling points of Vertcoin is its decentralized aspect, which of course is buttressed by its ASICs resistance. With that being said, 900 nodes is definitely an improvement from, I think what I saw earlier, it was around 800 or so. So it's up 100 additional nodes. And here is a scanner of all the nodes across the world. It looks like the majority are in the United States, and coming in second place is Europe. But, this is not a surprise just considering population density. I'm actually, I don't see, okay, there are 18, it looks like, in Japan / the Korea area, 13 in Australia, but definitely we have a long way to go. And why is this important? So what makes decentralization important is its ability to resist tyranny. So let's say we have Fred, who lives in the United Kingdom, or at some point, of course, God forbid this happens, but you never know nowadays with governments. But let's just say in a certain part of the UK, the government decides that people can't run nodes, or let's just say cryptocurrency is banned. And if the majority of the nodes were concentrated in this area and authorities came to, kick down those doors and shut down those operators, that would cripple the network. Now, looking at Vertcoin and its market cap of $101 million, this is a major issue. And thinking about the historical price, it's been at an all-time high of about a $400 million market cap, $409 million market cap, so almost $500 million. It is concerning that potentially $500 million could be contingent upon less than 1,000 node operators. Just to put that in perspective, there are some high schools that are larger than 900 people. So think about that, especially as an investor. Are you comfortable with your investment being reliant upon only 900 operators? So that is one incentive for you to run your own node. Additionally, like I said, it is resistance against tyranny. If one door gets kicked in, well, there are 899 more that are maintaining the network. But now let's imagine if we have 10,000 doors and one door gets kicked in. Well, there are thousands of nodes maintaining the network. Of course, Bitcoin itself, which has the largest network, only has 11,000 nodes, and they obviously have a lot of work to do. With that being said, I think as investors we can do our own work. Finally, in terms of incentive, thinking about this trustless system, would you not want to validate your own transactions? Again, the idea is to be your own bank. The idea is to take responsibility for your financial future. And while you may not have the computing power or the electricity to, say, be a full-scale miner, I think running something like a Raspberry Pi or a low-power laptop — I have an old laptop myself that I will be hooking up to the network — is not too large of a burden to maintain your independence, to maintain your sovereignty. And again, the idea is to move away from trust. So when you are not putting in the work into the network, essentially you are operating on a trust-based system. So that's about it, guys. You can go to the website, the new website for Vertcoin, and there are instructions about running a full node. And I will leave links to the website, and also will leave links to the scanner as well below the video. But this is more important than what it seems, guys. And I'm going to do my part. And to be honest, I do not have my own node running at the moment. But when I get off of here, I will be setting up a node on an old laptop of mine to run. And perhaps I'll do a video maybe walking you all through the process, especially if you're not tech savvy. But I think most of us who are probably doing this and are early adopters are somewhat tech savvy. Nevertheless, I think it'll help to be able to see, what it's like to actually set a node up. So I hope you guys appreciate this PSA announcement. If you want more updates immediately to your phone or computer, be sure to subscribe to this channel and hit the bell. I definitely appreciate the support from the community, especially to those of you on Twitter who have been following me and who have been engaging me. And let's keep this conversation going, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace.